This is Canadian manufactured and designed by Canadian company, a system for seriously calibrating and accurately calibrating sprayers. The spray performance tools include the actual spray nozzle calibrator, which calibrates each nozzle and will accumulate for each boom section the total, and then totalize for the entire boom to tell you the wear characteristics of the sprayer, what percentage of that set of spray nozzles is over or under its specified spray volume. And it can be operated through the control unit, which turns on or off each boom section, so you don't have to have the entire boom running during the exercise. So it's one tip at a time, totalizing that, storing it, recording it, passing it through, and increasing down each boom section, setting off the previous one each time. This is communicating back and forth with the hardwired portion of the system, which hardwires into the sprayer with the correct connectors for that particular machine, all specified. And the accessory tools include a gauge assembly with quick disconnect to attach to any or each of the boom sections, which will compare with the pressure setting at the controls that the operator of the sprayer is looking at to make sure that there is, if it's 60 or 70 psi of spraying pressure that you desire, is it that at the boom or is it just up at the control? So it's a double check. There's also a wind meter assembly for checking wind speeds, to control, at least advise you what the accuracy is of possibility of good spraying or bad spraying weather based on wind conditions. And there's a pH tester to make sure that you have the correct water for application, if you're concerned about pH being a factor in flow characteristics or hindering flow characteristics. And there's a little air blaster that can be used to clean mud or crud away from nozzle body or any other part of the sprayer, but usually around the tips themselves. Not necessarily to clean out the tip, but to clean off the tip so it can be removed and repositioned again without contaminant getting into the orifices of the tip. And a little extra tool was created for the 2014 market, a little tool to make it easier to remove a diaphragm shutoff or a nozzle body cap on a sprayer, or pull a tip screen out, 2 or 3 different sizes for that. So it's just a handy little add-on tool that has been included in the kit. The entire kit as a complete spray performance tool retails about $2,000, but it's a system that's intact that can be used for many years in application, and it will pay for itself in saving of chemical and keep you in performance accuracy. Very useful investment that every sprayer should have, almost like a safety kit in the cab of the machine. So it can you can start off the season by testing all of the tips, all set in their size on the boom. It's not something you have to do midway through the year. It's best to do it at the beginning of the year. And then at the end of the year, if there's time in the fall before harvest, do another run through and make sure that you know what tips need to be changed for the following year, rather than in the rush of the spring.